68 minutes.
Good morning. You are live on Channel 4. Please do not swear.
We swear all the time.
Don't swear though.
Now what?
Voice music. We are Project Code, we're here for the nation. No delegation, we do this ourselves. One for the community.
The head loss.
Right. Well.
Well,
Welcome to another episode of Code
Hey,
CHATS.
Connor.
What?
Shut up.
You shut up. You little great-eating pitney.
Simps.
Yeah.
Come
What
on,
was
let's
he
start.
eating earlier?
There's no bowl in front of me, so there's no evidence.
Okay,
Exactly.
cool. That's
There's
the
no
thing.
Anyway, you guys.
So yeah, welcome to another episode. Hope you guys tuned into the last one, and today we have some exciting new topics.
You didn't even introduce the guest.
Oh yes,
Again.
Jesus.
First.
It's okay.
Christ,
I'm
what
used to
the
him
hook?
ignoring
Yes.
me.
What guest?
Huh?
I'm used to it. I'm used to him ignoring me. He's very rude.
Wait, do we have a guest?
All right, so
Where's the
where are
guest?
my manners?
talking
Let
about
us
this,
introduce our new guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Chris.
I'm Chris. Yay.
First name.
Who are you, Chrissy?
I'm Crystal. I am a friend of Christopher's.
A
The
friend.
Are
The
you a
friend.
friend or the friend?
Are you a friend or Z friend? Like what? Which friend?
I'm the very best friend.
Listen. All I'm gonna say
So what do you do, Chrissy?
is that my girlfriend, who's a hairdresser, works next door. So let's just keep it professional. I don't want her seeing this and seeing, my side chick.
So just so the guys know, what do you do?
Oh, I'm a hairdresser.
That's very convenient.
Yeah.
You know.
He just said his girlfriend does hair.
And it's also next door.
Chrissy, where do
I
you
like
work?
to live dangerously. But all I'm saying is that obviously. Anyway, moving on.
What's the topic? For
Yes, he
God's sake?
stalked me.
I see. So yeah, what are the topics for today?
Oh, by the way, one random bit of news before we start to write the topics. I heard the unfortunate news.
If this is something serious, then
Cineworld
it's so
Cinema,
bad. Oh yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Cineworld Cinema are going could possibly close down.
Yeah, for foreclosure. Purely because they banked everything on the James Bond film.
How in the hell are they actually going down, bro?
Because, I don't know, there's such a big cinema chain, but
I guess they didn't have no money.
yeah, and also there's been like no films over the last few months as
I'm
well.
Yeah,
sorry, Connor.
The
I
only
saw
thing
Tenant.
was- yeah,
I saw
but-
Tenant
That's it.
in Odeon.
Do you
Okay.
remember how hard they were pushing Tenet everywhere after every ad on YouTube? Oh, Tenet, you must see the new Christopher Nolan film.
It was really
It was
good.
really good.
I haven't seen it. Oh, you seen it as well?
Yeah.
I saw the date came out.
Oh yeah?
It was really good.
I haven't seen it.
I've heard bad reviews.
Not the day it came out. That's a lie. Like 2 days out.
So-
2 days after it came out.
So you're lying.
I was lying. Yes, just
So we know
but not on
now
purpose.
that Lee
We've established Lee is a liar.
did lie.
Well, you're only a
But
liar
wasn't
if
it
you don't
intentional,
instantly
right?
correct
Sorry,
yourself.
you said that you lied. Okay.
I literally. You
Is
know
it a
what?
lie
Yeah, you're
or a
right.
mistake? What's the difference
It
between
was a
lie
mistake.
and a mistake?
A lie's on purpose. A mistake is by accident.
So what if you mistakenly shoot somebody?
It's an accident, but
But you can still go to jail for it.
yeah, of course you can. You can go to jail for accidents. Nobody said you can't go to jail for accidents.
That's a good point.
That's why they got manslaughter.
Yeah.
Anyway, Odeon.
Yeah, wait, that side tangent.
Odeon is a better cinema. So
Listen, I don't want to hear nothing because I was repping Odeon when
Yeah.
none of you guys are going
I
there.
remember.
Oh, I got a Cineworld
Yeah.
card. I was like, Odeon's better.
Who the hell goes to the world?
You guys used to go.
I
I
remember
have never
for so
gone to
long.
that
We
place.
were all
Listen.
about Cineworld because we had the unlimited card.
Listen,
But
Connor,
then-
even back then, Connor, was I not repping
Yeah, he
Odeon?
was. He was like,
I was like,
Odeon's
Odeon's
away.
so
And I was like,
much better.
Odeon with their rats. And now,
I mean, it's true. They
Thanks.
kind of still have rats, but that's not the point. It was
nice.
so empty. It's always empty in there. And now that they updated it with
Yeah.
the new Lux
Odeon
seats,
Lux
the
is
Lux is
boom.
so nice.
listen,
But
I was
recliner
listen. This is how
chairs.
OG I was. Yeah, I went to Odeon before they had Lux seats. You man went to Cineworld. Oh, look, Cineworld so much better. Yeah, look at you now. Look at you now. Yeah, Odeon.
I have always
Eating the good food, eating the chicken that they got there. Oh,
Yeah.
they ain't no chicken.
Oh, my
They no
days.
chicken nowhere else.
The
Ain't
fact
no
they
chicken
actually
where
have
city.
food
I
there now
always
is so
rep
mad. They had the
Odeon, okay?
lame nachos and the
Never.
dry ass hot dogs in Cineworld. But the only good thing was the Tango Fruit Blast. But now Odeon
Odeon's
has that
got
as
that,
well.
yeah.
So there's literally no competition. And now the Cineworld's about to go bust.
Peaking
A
it.
bit of a sticky one.
It's sad for people to lose their job, but obviously
Yeah,
I don't want
it's
people
All
to
I'm
lose their
saying
job.
is
you know
that
what?
certain cinemas should not bank all their stuff and should not ban certain people for acting on what they want.
Basically, they elaborate.
We don't elaborate on that.
I don't know what you mean, but I'm just saying Odeon.
But you know what? This is a good opportunity for Odeon to buy up some new cinemas.
Oh wow.
If they got a piece.
I was just about to say, what are they gonna do with the building?
Yeah, I'll probably just stay vacant for a while.
More
Just
than
like,
90.
By the way, we're talking about
By
the building on the A10. for
yeah,
people who
the
don't know.
Enfield. It's also used as the Jubilee Church, I believe, on Sundays.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so at least those churchgoers will probably be mainly a church on those days, and then it'll turn into a cinema probably again when someone else buys it.
No, they rent it from the cinema, so the cinema closes, they go.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Brutal.
You know what that means? You know what that means?
It means what you are.
If you swear in a different language, it still has to be beeped out.
Wait. What?
Oh, did you say puto?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, no, I've said it.
Yeah, but also he said it
Really,
incorrectly.
language. Call it language.
Okay, whatever. I don't want to create more work for people.
The
I'm not
person that's
wasting my
editing
life.
this can't even edit it properly though.
Honestly, now all I
Oh
want
my
to do is say
days.
like
You know what
a
you can do?
massive
You can just
swear.
every time anyone swears another language, just make like a popular phrase in that language. Be like arriba.
Arriba.
Yeah.
That's so
You caught on to what I've started to do.
That's a good one.
Anyway, all I'm gonna say, you guys, is welcome back
Yeah.
to
We've
another
already
code
welcomed them.
That's your
episode.
camera, big man. Stop looking at us.
Welcome back to another code episode. Anyway, what's today's topic?
That was a good one to start off with.
That was a
to be
good
honest.
one.
Well, that was my one done. Okay.
So yeah, what are your topics for today, Chris?
That was our topic.
That wasn't your topic.
That was
Harry
It was.
That
Potter
was the introduction.
no.
versus Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay, they wanted to go there. I was trying to avoid the situation, to be honest.
All right. So if we're doing this,
Sorry, Gio.
I
are
would
we
never have said anything.
including the Hobbit?
She said Harry Potter versus Lord of the Rings.
The
That's
Hobbit.
like-
She
Okay.
did not say the Hobbit. This
The
time.
Hobbit was
Is it
That's like
Hobbit
me not
and
saying-
Lord of the Rings or Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter?
Yeah, I don't want to hear you talk about
She
Fantastic Beasts.
No
clearly
Fantastic Beasts
said
No Fantastic
Harry
Beasts.
Potter versus Lord of the Rings, not the Hobbit.
And how much nonsense have you said over these podcasts and it's still been considered?
None. I'm
This guy's
pretty
never said no
practical guy.
nonsense.
I'm a no nonsense kind of guy.
Of
I
course
don't
you are.
believe that for 1 minute.
I'm a no nonsense kind of guy.
Alright, let's firstly, quick question, what's your favourite Harry Potter film?
My favourite Harry Potter. To be honest,
I'm sorry, Gio.
We didn't have to do this.
We don't have to do this. This is what Chrissy brought up. I'm sorry.
I would never have brought it up if you guys hadn't said it like the first thing. this
Okay,
morning.
well, there we go.
This is your
I'm sorry.
this is
I'm
all
sorry.
on
They
you.
also mentioned Liverpool and Old Trafford and all that stuff.
Listen.
I don't know what
I
they
don't
are.
know exactly.
Yeah.
That's big
What the
news.
hell's a Liverpool?
What
They're
the hell is
worse as
Liverpool?
Arsenal.
It's Liverpool. Alright, let's talk about the football first then.
No.
Let's get the
no.
football out of the way first then.
No.
I'm sorry, I don't talk about no dead teams, Arsenal.
Oh,
That is,
you know what?
That is very.
You don't even know what your team's done, do you?
I do.
What's
I've
your
done
team,
some
Chris?
big things.
What's your team?
Because I don't actually support any kind of football.
No, whoa.
If
What's
I
this?
to support a team, it'll be Tottenham because they're my local team. I support my local team, but
So hang on, you got a Tottenham t-shirt, but you don't support Tottenham.
You've
it's,
been wearing Tottenham t-shirts in the podcasts for many.
You've been talking about
I have not.
Tottenham, but
I
you don't
have
support the
not.
team.
old Tottenham t-shirts. as
I
well,
have not
like
won some
2005.
t-shirt.
Why are you
I would like you
lying?
to prove it.
Why are you
prove
lying?
it
Why
right now.
did you give Giovanni
Can
this
you
extra
prove
work?
it?
Just
Right
Why
take a
are you
picture.
lying?
You can't prove it, can you?
What do you mean I can't prove it? We have video evidence of you wearing a
here,
t-shirt.
right now, you can't prove it, can you?
You realise this is editing post, yeah? Not right now. It's not edited on the
This
fly.
is going out live.
Gio can put a picture of
This
you in that
is
Tottenham top.
live
This is
right
not
now. Live on YouTube. Thank
It's
you.
not live. If
Subscribe.
you're live, then we need many more subscribers. Subscribe so we can do live episodes and you all roast Chris live. That'd be very
Yes,
good.
that'll be
They haven't got the
very
guts.
No, please don't do that.
Please
I have
do
to
that.
go home with it, man.
I would
I have
love
you
to
know-
see like a little message board saying
Well, wait, please, can not say anything.
just beep it out.
Oh, you lot have given me headaches.
I know one person who'll be on Geo, okay?
Who?
The certain person, I can't mention their names, they're quite smart,
Yeah.
saw Geo for exactly what he is.
Okay.
How old is this person?
I can't say because of classified information. He's 12.
I'm
one
dumb.
person was it?
So-
It
So okay,
wasn't
are we talking
one,
about
12.
Liverpool and Old Trafford, or are we talking about
Wait,
Harry Potter
okay.
and Lord of the
Wait,
Rings?
you asked Crystal what she would like to go first. Her
Yeah.
subject was Harry Potter.
Thank you.
Alright, go on
I'm
then.
being
Lord of the
ignored.
Rings.
Yeah,
You're
that's
all
true.
Very rude.
That's very
don't
true.
give a
Alright
damn.
then. What's your favourite Harry Potter film then?
Film
Film. And are we doing the books
or
or are we doing the films?
That's a good point. Film or books?
Both.
No.
But what if people haven't
I don't know why
read
you don't even wait your
If you've
leaving.
not read the books, then something is wrong with you.
You know what? I think my favourite book.
Film first.
Do film first, yeah.
Film
And then
first.
do book.
Okay, you know what?
What?
I actually quite liked the one with
Don't even know the numbers. Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to describe the content. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
go on
viewers
then. What's
might
in it?
not
Yeah, what's in
have
it?
Seen it.
Go on then.
Just name the title. Prisoner Azkaban.
Don't let him fall into the trap himself.
Harry Potter
Yeah.
and the Deathly Hallows.
Alright.
Part 1 and part 2.
The book is the one
We're
book.
talking about films first.
Oh, okay. Personally, I like the fact when Voldemort nearly killed Harry, so part 2.
Spoiler.
Doesn't he do that in like many of them?
I'm rooting for Voldemort.
technically,
Do
yeah.
it. But
I
he
mean-
physically nearly killed him in the last book.
Did he not chain him up to a statue in number 4 of himself and then like poke
The
his forehead?
statue was not of himself,
No, I don't think
okay?
it was of himself.
It was of his.
Was it a was it a graveyard?
It was a
So-
graveyard,
yeah.
and it was his predecessor or father.
Was it his
Oh, okay.
father?
Yeah, his father's grave.
You sure?
I think so. One of the
Was
graves.
it Voldemort's father? It was one of them.
He
Do we
must
know who
not
he
be
is?
named, okay?
Do we know who he is? 'Cause
Who?
why does he have a Grim Reaper for a statue?
Colin, you've been a bit racist now. Let's move on.
Was it
I
a
said my
Graveyard
one.
or Death Eater?
So, what's your favourite books, you guys?
Chrissy, what's your favourite film?
My favorite film. I love the film and the book. I
Okay,
prefer
but film.
Order of the Phoenix. Absolutely brilliant.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh my days.
Not a bad
Alright.
film.
Absolutely brilliant.
Clint?
For me,
It's
I'm
the
not
one where
gonna
Harry
lie.
has to for the whole film. I can't respect the opinion.
My favorite Harry Potter book film has to be The Philosopher's Stone because it's the one that got me into the
Oh,
Harry
okay,
Potter
makes sense.
franchise completely. Like I watched the film and I was like, this is sick. And because I was like 12 or something when I first watched it, or 11 or something, I was quite young. I was near a similar age group as the actors. I was like, oh, I can relate to this. And then I had the whole like grow up with the wizards and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Books.
I'm sorry, we're doing films first.
You did both.
I
You
did
did
not
both.
do. I did not do. I didn't told everyone that I like the number 3.
You said you like Deathly Hallows. and
Prisoner
I
of
said film.
Azkaban is my
Kebab.
book.
Yo, kebab fam. Next one. Go on then, Colin. What's your
So,
favourite?
yeah, book. I've only ever listened to book 6, which was I can't remember what it was called.
Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah.
Half-Blood Prince, yeah.
Half-Blood Prince. That one's alright.
Disgusting.
I know, right?
Anyway, yeah. Favorite
Finance.
film?
Favorite film?
Probably Prisoner of Azkaban.
Copycat.
Chamber of Secrets.
Copycat.
Chamber of Secrets was a good one.
One or the other. One or the other. I'm sorry, you can't have two.
I can't have two. I'll
No.
choose Chamber of Secrets because I probably watched it more than Prisoner of Azkaban, to be honest.
Lightweight.
Book, probably Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, I'm gonna say Half-Blood Prince.
That was a decent one. That
Yeah.
was a decent one.
What about you, Gio?
Don't bother ask me.
What about you,
I don't want to
Giovanni?
watch no
You see the
little
film?
boy waving his little wand around. I don't want to watch that.
Have you seen any of them?
I've seen a couple.
Okay, so out of the ones you've seen, what one did you like?
I don't know.
Pick one.
I don't know.
What about Lord of the Rings? Then?
No.
Did you watch them?
Nope.
Oh yeah, it's in Lord of the Rings as
No.
well.
No.
Oh my.
Okay,
days.
so
You know what?
by
Lord of the
definition,
Rings is crap.
by
so good on
definition,
you.
by definition, Giovanni has seen Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So that means that his vote for Lord of the Rings has been better or Harry Potter.
It means it's a no
he's
vote.
actually seen
It's a mean no
Harry
vote.
Potter.
It means a no vote.
no
I don't
Okay,
know
the
why.
guy himself said no vote.
Harry
How
Potter.
are you voting on behalf of somebody else? He said no vote.
What
He said
is
he's
this?
going to the ballot and crossing it. There's
What
no
is
vote.
this? The English
When
government?
I vote, I use pen, okay? Not no pencil like this guy.
All right, Lord of the Rings, favorite film.
Oh.
You can't say you don't like any film because
You know
that's a
what?
cap.
You know what? I have an
I have
issue.
to find the cap and
I
throw it
have
at
an issue. Why don't you know what? If the goddamn flying bird can
Yeah.
come pick Frodo up,
Yeah.
from when he dropped the ring off,
Yes.
why can't the goddamn bird drop him off and then pick him up?
Because Gandalf asked him.
Exactly.
Gandalf asked the birds to do it.
Exactly, the bird.
Okay, it was supposed to be
The whole movie
was
was
it not
done
supposed
in
to
the
be a
first
coming
book.
of age journey for
It doesn't
Frodo?
matter.
It was supposed
The
to
I
be.
mean, there's one easy
How
answer to
many
this.
deaths happened because I coming of age?
There's one easy answer. Yeah.
Harry Potter's coming of age journey. How many deaths?
Oh, you look a bit silly.
Nowhere near as
What
much.
happened to his godfather?
Entire wars.
What happened to his godfather?
Entire wars were fought
Because of
this
this little
boy
boy.
come of age.
So,
Not
and
because
you're
of
telling me
this
there weren't
boy.
wars and casualties in Harry Potter? I do remember there was that whole scene that a pair of wizards were dressing up as Harry Potter and flying over London to protect him while they were getting hunted by
Okay,
nephews.
but let's just say, maybe
Exactly.
30 people died for Harry Potter.
Man said 2030. What about the Battle of Hogwarts?
Oh yeah.
How many people died there? 2030. Are you okay?
A couple of hundred.
Maybe a couple of hundred. Okay.
But
And they were kids as well. They weren't even
Exactly.
like
I told you.
but
Bro,
that's nothing.
most of them were virgins, cuz. You realize that? Most of the people that died in that castle hadn't even turned 18 yet. You do realize?
That's nothing.
They weren't in sixth form. They weren't even 18 yet. Are you right?
You guys.
Fully grown men
Killing little
down
kids. Like it was even a fair fight. Like it's a fully grown wizards, yeah, with combat knowledge versus people who don't even know, like, year 9 worth of information on defense. Actually, I was like,
That's nothing.
okay.
Tens of thousands.
Of grown men
Guys.
versus grown men.
Yes.
grown men versus dark creatures like
Yeah, exactly. So what are you talking about?
Like they would already
Orcs, people, elves. got
Yeah, but grown men.
massacred
Grown
by
warriors.
tens of
Warriors.
thousands.
Grown men. Yeah, but
It
grown
Doesn't
men.
matter.
warriors.
Your main
Okay,
guy sent
so-
little kids to go and die for the cause.
What's better?
What are you talking about?
What's better? Having 5,000 people die or having 500 people die?
You know what's better? Being prepared and making sure little kids aren't dying for your cause.
Basically, yeah.
You know
That's what I think is better.
You know what? Harry never asked
Okay.
any of them to do anything.
Oh yeah, so they should have just all.
Frodo never asked them what to do for you.
You know what I mean?
No. Frodo, okay, the whole thing of Harry and Voldemort is they were against each other. No one was particularly against Frodo.
What about the whole thing that the ring was forged out of pure evil and then they had to destroy it?
Yeah,
That
so
was
they're
like the
taking the
story.
ring, the whole plot of the story,
Yeah.
we're taking the ring
Yeah.
from A to B.
Yeah.
That dumb bird are taking it from A to B,
Yeah.
from B to A, done. No one dies.
You couldn't do. How
That's
can you
a
do that without
big
anybody
plot
dying?
point. That's a
How
big
can you
plot
do that
point.
without anybody dying? Explain.
The bird,
Considering hundreds
The
of people
birds couldn't
hunting
get
you.
there.
Hundreds of people were hunting you.
Thousands of people are hunting you.
thousands
Everyone's
of
looking.
people were hunting you. But yet this bird flew all the way to him, picked him up.
That's because the job was already done.
So can't this bird fly him halfway?
And
No,
also, I
I-
swear
they had-
How many
Nice.
thousands would have not have died?
Can you let me explain?
If this bird
Can
was
you
on
let me
top?
explain?
And also, I
Do you
swear
remember
the
seeing
Eye
that
of
schools in
Sauron
it?
was destroyed by then as well, so they couldn't.
Exactly.
Even
Exactly.
see it.
Number one, the Eye of Sauron. Number two, you're forgetting that there were Nazguls that could fly. They had giant bird creatures that could fly and take out all the eagles.
Then how did this eagle get there?
Because they had
were
already
gone.
fought them
They were
and
gone.
killed them.
Exactly. They were
And the
killed.
ring had destroyed the rest of them. So what's the
And
matter with you?
The Eye of Sauron was destroyed, so there was no watchtower.
Saruman.
Whatever. There was no watchtower. There was no Nazgul, so they could fly and save him.
All I'm gonna say
Yeah.
is that in the movies, they
Did you
should
think
try.
if it was that easy, they wouldn't have done it like decades
Well, why
ago?
didn't they? Why didn't they?
Because it wasn't that
They didn't
easy.
try. They did not try. They're losers. They're simps.
So you mean the 5 armies didn't try to destroy
days,
it, even
man.
though they had like a whole war, like 30
Maybe they
years
should have
prior.
used their air force.
The Air Force.
Yes, the flying birds.
They're not like
They're not AC-130s, big man. How you gonna just fly over like
they're
like
all
they-
independent creatures.
So
you have
I
to,
don't
like,
talk in code. I don't know what an AC-130 is.
it's a gunship, by the way. If you
Christ,
guys
what
don't
the
know.
Okay,
hell
now.
am I doing here? I'm going home.
All I'm saying.
What the hell am I
Cut a
doing
long
here?
story short, you can all agree. Let's all vote on it right now.
Yeah.
Harry Potter is actually a better book.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Okay. Give me 5 reasons why it's a bad book.
Yeah.
Look, I sat and watched all the Harry Potters. I've read the first book 12 times. I kid you not.
Right, but apart from biases,
Wait.
why is it a bad book to you?
Not just book. If we're talking about the films, I'm sorry to say this. Lord of the Rings is what, 3 hours, 3.5 hours long? I sat down to watch that movie. I got an hour into it. I started playing on my phone.
That's because you got no attention span.
I tried. I loved The Hobbit. I watched all of them. I watched all the Harry Potters. I could not get into this. This was just like, what the hell is happening? I played on my phone. Half hour later, I was like, oh shit, it's done. I tried. I really did try. It's just extremely boring.
Okay,
there is nothing
but also,
exciting going on.
have you seen many older films? Like, I don't know, the original, like, for example, the original
Harry Potter and
Star
Lord of the
Wars
Rings
films.
came out together. Harry Potter 1 and Lord of the Rings came out at the same time.
Did they?
Yes.
I did not know that. I thought
Yes.
they came out like...
And it was a rival between who's going to go see Harry Potter, who's to see Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know that.
I walked out of Harry
the
Potter.
first Harry Potter.
Yeah, I walked out of Harry Potter. And then there was an advert for Lord of the Rings in Harry Potter.
No,
so I was like,
Philosopher's
what's Lord of the Rings? Mum was like, it's a good book, we're going to watch it.
Also, though, they cater to different, like, markets. One caters to kids, and the other one
Sorry,
caters to
not
adults.
kids. No, not kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean? No, not kids.
It's not for kids.
Oh, Philosopher's Stone.
Those are for young adults. There's a
It's
difference.
not. The first Harry Potter is not a young adult book at all. The first
Number 3
the
is
first-
a young
yeah,
adult.
number 3 is a
They
young
start
adult.
him
1
at
and 2 is
11.
not.
They started at 11.
That's not a young adult.
That's a kid's book.
That the first 2 books, I will argue this to the death. The first 2 books are kids' books.
Listen
Didn't,
here.
right,
Listen.
one second. Didn't J.K. Rowling write The Philosopher's Stone for her kids?
Yeah,
So it's a kid's book.
yeah. The first 2 definitely.
Yeah.
After 3, I'll give you that. They're young.
Yeah, they definitely turned to
the
Well,
first
I'm
2
gonna
are
say,
definitely
okay,
kids.
you guys, we're going off topic. What I'm going to say, Sims,
Potter's better.
Sims, what are you guys doing? You're not even watching Simp 1 and
We're
Simp 2.
looking at the sales figures.
No, you're not.
Yeah, look
What
at
are
the
the
sales
sales
figures.
figures?
It's 1 billion for the first Harry Potter and 800,000 for Lord of the Rings. Well, nearly 900,000. But that's just sales.
It speaks. But
That's just box
action
office
speaks louder
sales.
for
That's
words.
box office, and you're talking about 100 million difference.
That's a big amount of money.
Not when you're talking about
How
a billion.
many Lord of the Rings books are there compared to Harry Potter books?
What split up 6? They
What,
were
6
originally
Lord of the
6.
Rings?
They turned them into 3 after the war, which was the Fellowship of the Ring, 2 Towers, Return of the King.
Oh, okay.
But they're original 6, so 2 for each section.
I see. Cool.
What I'm going to say is that I vote Harry Potter's better. What do you vote, Chris?
No, but why? Why do you vote Harry
So
Potter?
we're voting now.
It's
No, but
podcast.
why? It's a
Why?
podcast. Talk. Why? You
Why
can't
is
explain
it
why it's
better?
better.
To be honest with you,
Yes.
I actually... To be honest, I just actually like kind of like the way Harry Potter's written, and I like kind of the engagement level, and kind of it leaves you. Some books kind of they describe stuff, but in this it kind of enables you to kind
Yeah,
of
it's
picture
like-
it more,
yeah.
and that you can see yourself being there. When I was reading Lord of the Rings, it was okay, but it was kind of like. I don't know. I just found Harry Potter was more easier to read and engage with, and I can kind of visualize it more. I think that's what J.K. Rowling is really, really good at, kind of writing for people to read it and like engage more. That's
No,
what
I'll definitely
I
give you that.
think.
But
Do you
also,
know,
wasn't
my-
sorry.
Sorry.
Was it J.R. Tolkien?
J.R.
Yeah.
Tolkien.
He wrote that book in a very complicated way.
He wrote it for his son who was at war.
Yeah, no. Initially it was.
But he sent it to his
yeah,
son was
initially
in
he
the war
writing
in the
it, but then he
trenches.
sent it to him.
Yeah,
and then
to
it was
read.
changed. But it was written in a very like sophisticated language because, of course, he was a linguistics dude. So it's a very sophisticated language. I can understand the difference between like reading a J.R. Tolkien book and reading J.K. Rowling's book, because J.K. Rowling's book was supposed to be for everybody to understand, because it's supposed to be for kids, the first 2. So I can understand that one. Like how
I also agree that it's much easier to get into it and to understand the world because it's all relative to you. Like they go to school.
Yeah.
We've all been to school. He's
Exactly.
going through like growing up. We can all relate to that.
I
Whereas,
can't relate to that. I went to a wizard school,
alright, fair enough. But you've been to a school.
but not a wizard school, so
Yeah,
I
fair
can't
enough.
relate to what he's particularly.
Alright, so Chris can't relate, but the rest of us can relate going to school and doing
Not
that stuff
with
for the
school.
first time. But I'd also say that is the main problem with Lord of the Rings books is that once you've gone through the story, for me, the repeatability of like the rereading of it is like I can't reread Harry Potter beyond a certain age. I used to read and listen to Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter all the time, side by side. I got to a certain age and it was just like, yeah, this is too young for me now. Like it's still relatable. I remember going through that, but some of the time, like the fifth book, like you said, which one's the fifth one again? Order of the Phoenix. Mm-hmm. I was going through that thinking, oh, Harry, why are you being such a bitch for? Like the whole time, I'm thinking, listen, I get it, like you're a kid, blah blah blah. But when I was his age, once I reached his age, I went past it, I was like, but I wouldn't act like that. Like none of my friends would act like that. The way he was acting towards Ron and stuff, I was like, and the Goblet of Fire especially, I was like, okay, you got a lot of pressure on you, but in the same way, I wouldn't exactly act like that. Yeah, and I think JK's writing, once you get up to that age, I think it's good leading up to that age, but once you get beyond that age, you start seeing the flaw in JK's writing because you start thinking...
I'm an adult and I still like it.
I like it. I don't think it's bad, but you see the flaws in it because you're like, kids don't really act like they do in Harry Potter.
You can't compare your experiences to what she was
writing.
True,
but I can compare...
Because you have to think, maybe...
Yeah.
I probably won't do it this way.
Yeah.
But... This is a boy who's traumatized. He's a child who didn't have any parents, who didn't have any friends, was bullied half his life.
And was abused by his aunt and uncle.
For me, I think she captured it really, really well. He has no idea how to deal with other people, how to be around other people that care about him.
But also...
you may not get it, but I'm like, okay.
But this is the problem with Harry. Harry adapts to that situation very much throughout the books. Throughout the first two... And 1, 2, and 3, he adapts to that situation.
Well,
you see him 5 him in Hogwarts. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm good. And then it reaches 4 and 5, and he's like, all of a sudden he starts turning it on his head, like, oh wait, I've got all this pressure. Exactly, it had like a mood swing, and it was such a random mood swing that didn't make no sense.
It's not random.
At that point, Voldemort, he who must not be named, was back. Okay.
It's not random though.
Now,
Puberty
I'm
doesn't
sure if someone...
But this is what I'm trying to say. For Harry, it was a thing... Go on.
Some evil guy killed your entire family.
Yes.
Killed millions of people.
Yes.
And is after you.
Yes.
I'm sure you would act weird. And
also... Sure.
Okay, also, wait. And also, if Voldemort's feeling angry and upset and frustrated,
he's feeling that as well.
So he would feel that. So obviously, if Voldemort's kind of a weird guy and feels always angry and upset and thing, Harry's going to channel that, so that's why he's falling more.
Okay, but his reaction to it didn't make any sense. That was my problem.
How would you react if you
no,
had
because he
acted an evil person?
What I'd say is but this is what happens. Yeah, Harry acts how I think what's her name? Rowling
thinks a boy would act in that situation, not how an actual boy would act in that situation. He acts very much like a girl. He gets overly hormonal. He starts having mad mood swings in the situation. A boy wouldn't have mad mood swings in a threatening situation.
I don't know how mood swings.
Chris doesn't have a mood swings. He's just a pagan. That's different. That's his overall attitude. He acts like that all the time. He's a joking guy. He doesn't have a mood swing. He's in that mood all the time. I don't know any guy that has a random mood swing into a different...
All I'm saying...
It's not random. You're not understanding it.
What I'm saying is...
You're pagan. That's what we're saying.
Also, wait, 1 second. If you're being in... Also, I swear at one point he was being told that your Voldemort is in your head as well.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't push your friends away at that point. You would want your friends to be with you.
No,
like,
no, not really.
Yes, you would. See,
no.
You wouldn't. This is what I'm trying to say.
I'm saying you guys haven't been.
Give me a minute. This man is out to kill Harry.
Yes.
Why would you want your friends to surround you when you know that?
Because you're stronger with your friends. This is something he knows. This is what he said from book 1, 2, and 3. He gets to 4, 5, and 6 and starts acting like it's a completely different idea.
Okay, but if this real guy, in the wrong way. If this real guy who is a murderer is trying to kill you, trying to kill man, are you gonna get your boys around you and be like,
yes, because that's what boys do.
No,
that's what boys do.
Okay, wait. So you're fine with your brethren's dying.
But no. But this is what I'm saying.
He doesn't want his boys or families to die for him.
Basically, if Lee was Harry Potter, and Lee was like, yo, I got this mass murderer coming after me, and I don't want to handle this situation. I don't want my friends to be in danger. Just leave me alone. I'm gonna do this all solo. I would be like, and any other sensible friend of his will be like, are you mad? This is not how it's gonna work.
How deadly is this guy? Oh, he's a wizard. Okay.
You beat him before when you was a baby. Like none of this comes into calculation.
He didn't beat him though.
Yeah, but he did.
He
No,
did.
it's
But
not.
he did.
His mother's
his
love
mother.
beat him.
It's an old.
So you'd assume that any other form of love would be enough to win.
It's
You wouldn't just say,
different.
"Oh, you know what? It's hopeless. I have to now
You know
go
what?
solo
It's
against
like-
most powerful
it's
wizards
like-
But
anyway."
his mother died to save him. So you're telling me all his friends should die because they love him so much.
No,
No, but you say at some point.
That's
This is what I'm
how
trying
he
to say.
survived the fight.
Don't shout. So this is how the
But
points
this
don't
is
get
what I'm
argued.
trying to say. At this point, a guy in his situation would have acted differently to his acting. I'm saying maybe JK was thinking it from the point of view of how she felt and what she thought he would do.
Because
But I'm saying
based upon how she's reacted in life.
Exactly.
However, she didn't. Also, you gotta remember, I'm not trying to make this out as anything bad, She was a single mother, raising her kids at the time,
That's
There
got
wasn't-
nothing to do with it.
It does,
but
because you're out.
There's no different perspectives for her to relate.
That's
to
like saying, oh, George or Token or whatever his name is, he never had no ring he had to drop off somewhere.
No. I'm saying
That's like saying he never had to fight with orcs or wizards or this. He didn't write. He can't write for me. I'm a dwarf. He
Listen
can't
to
write
what
for
I'm
me.
saying. I'm saying that J.R.R. Tolkien, one, he was surrounded by his book club for years. Most of his life, he grew up with peers that he would tell stories to, and then they would give him feedback, and then he would develop his stories. She wrote that all herself, struggling between jobs and so on.
Did she not go to university for that though? Did she?
I'm sure she's a well-educated
No,
lady.
I'm not saying that she
She's a
isn't.
writer.
I'm
She's
not-
a
Okay,
writer.
let's just
let me finish my point,
discuss the
please.
facts.
Can you let me finish my
The
point?
facts.
Let him finish his point.
My point is, Tolkien had many peers and decades to write his books.
Okay, but we don't know that as facts.
You do know that's
about
fact.
his life.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I can't confirm. Have you seen it?
Okay, so
Yes, I
move on.
have.
All right, continue, Connor.
And she says in her memoirs, she had to write notes down every day between work and between classes and taking care of her kids. She had to do that all herself. I'm not saying it's bad writing or any way, but she only had her perspective most of the time to write down key story points. She didn't have time to relate it to peers. Her writer or her publisher must have written and read it when it was turning it into the proper book and not just the notes. But there's two very different ways of writing novels in this. So different perspectives would have changed the way the novels are written. Hence why one is incredibly adult with very sophisticated language and one was written for kids with very simple themes. So as Lee is trying to say, she lacks the different perspectives in some of the future books.
All that, you're saying, I believe that you
got
believe.
5 minutes on this, by the way.
I believe that you believe that you're right, okay?
All right, thank you.
Cool.
But my point is exactly what Connor said. My point is that I think she wrote it based on her knowledge and her feelings and what she would do. But at the end of the day, she is not Harry in the same way that, I'm not Chrissy. So maybe in that situation, a dude of that age with those friends around him would have chosen a different choice than Harry chose in that situation.
But all I'm gonna
That's
say,
my point.
But my rebuttal to that is everyone is different. One should doesn't fit all. Everyone goes through life. The things that happen to them through their life is what makes them as the individuals.
True.
If you have certain things happen to you, or certain things kind of taken away from you when you were young, or you've been abused in different ways, it'll make you different. So you're looking at that cycle of how you lived your life and the strengths that you have,
True.
and how you would handle things.
True.
It's completely different to a person who has gone through a lot of stuff and is going through a lot of stuff, how they would act, because certain things that make you and you would act differently, I probably would act a lot differently to what Harry done. Same with you, same with probably Connor.
True.
But we've all gone through different things in our life.
True. That's 100%. But this is the rebuttal to that
Wait,
rebuttal.
what house
No,
are you, by
'cause
the
it's-
way?
Hufflepuff.
Because that's what I'm saying.
But the rebuttal to that is that in Lord of the Rings, which is a much different situation, I can relate to every single character and
Really?
the logical choices
Really?
that they pick.
Really?
Regardless,
Gollum.
they're living in a completely different
Gollum.
world to man. Gollum. Yeah, but Gollum was corrupted
So
by a
you
ring.
can
That's what I'm
let
saying. Yeah.
You said you can.
I can understand Gollum's choices. Gollum never makes a choice that I think, that's a bit weird for Gollum. That's a bit strange. That's out of the ordinary.
Also,
Whereas
Gollum
Harry
was a
Potter
normal
does.
dude for most of his life, and then because he was obsessed with the ring, just like you saw what happening to Bilbo. Bilbo was getting obsessed with the ring. And Bilbo is a very wise and spirited man. Gollum got affected by the ring for decades. He turned himself into a
My
cave
point
dweller.
is, exactly,
Also,
my
do you
point
know
is,
how old Frodo is in the movies.
he's
they're meant-
55.
But in the movies, they're meant to
He's-
look like
he's
he's
really
like
young.
a little kid.
Yeah.
Whenever the book I was like, right, he's like a grown-ass man.
Yeah, he's 55 and he goes on the adventure. But
Yeah,
this is
so
my
I'm
point.
sure if Harry Potter was a grown-ass man, it'd be a different case.
Yeah, but nobody makes.
Yeah, but
my point is,
that's the point.
nobody makes a decision that I think is completely contradictory
Okay.
to their character.
So,
That's my point. And
Frodo
that
Baggins,
yes.
at the age of Harry Potter, did that book, I'm sure he would have died.
What? If what?
I'm not talking about who's stronger because if you talk about who's stronger, Lord of the Rings is gonna win every single time.
No.
Let's not have that conversation. Anyway, let's
Harry
wrap up this
Potter,
conversation.
well, that's strong.
What's your vote? What's better? You're gonna say Harry Potter 100%.
No, you know what? I'm quite a scientific mind. Chrissy herself can say that I'm quite a scientific mind. So I'm using pure science on
Do you
this.
agree? Do you agree? Is Chris a scientific?
And I'm going to say,
Good
and
one.
I'm going to say Harry Potter.
Okay, Chrissy.
I love my Harry.
Okay, Connor.
Okay, no, but what do you vote for though?
Harry. Connor. Harry Potter.
So
Lord of the
is this that which universe do I think is better? Which
Yeah.
book? Okay. I personally.
No, both. Universe, book, everything.
I personally think I prefer the Harry Potter universe. I'm not gonna lie. However, the Lord of the Rings universe is more fleshed out for me, and it's something I would go back to more. So my word isn't my answer isn't a strict yes or no.
I'm sorry,
It has
this is
to
a
be-
yes or no
has
option
to
we
be.
have. Yes.
Then it's Harry Potter.
Alright,
Thank
mine's
you.
always gonna be Lord of the Rings. So.
Okay. Do you have what you said?
I'll say Lord of the Rings.
3 against 2.
Okay.
You've heard it here first. You've heard it here first.
Should just like leave a comment or something. And
Yeah,
say,
if you think Lord of the Rings is okay, or what your thoughts are,
Wow, that disrespect.
leave a comment below. If you think I was right that the film clearly ended with the first book, leave a comment below. Put what you think down. Those of you that think that thought about Harry Potter as well, put what you think down. Thank you for watching.
No, not
subscribe, watch again, and subscribe again if you can. Create 2 or 3 accounts and subscribe. Thank you, channel. Goodbye.
But what if we include The Hobbit and Fantastic Beasts?
Oh, Harry Potter does not
Fantastic
stand a
Beasts,
chance.
sorry.
Once you put down Fantastic Beasts, it drags down the whole vote. I know you lot wouldn't vote for it over the
And
Hobbit.
The
and
Hobbit-
Lord of the
No,
Rings.
The Hobbit was amazing.
The Hobbit was so good.
I haven't
It was
seen.
so
I haven't seen. Chrissy was like, Chris, let's watch The Hobbit. I'm like, okay.
I wanted to watch the first
We watched
one.
the first one. I was like, let's watch the second one. She was like, no.
No, because I just this was months ago. This is almost a year ago. I had literally just seen all the movies. I was like, oh, this is a good movie because he'd never seen it. But I didn't want to sit down and watch all of them again when I had just.
I've
finished
never
watching
seen
it.
The Hobbit 2 or 3. Chrissy
I
refused.
watched-
Okay, if it was such a good one, why didn't you watch it again?
How have you not
I
seen
don't
them?
mind.
I haven't seen it.
The only thing with me and The Hobbit is the fact that I feel like the book translation from book to film in Lord of the Rings was really good.
Yeah.
But the adaptation from the book from
I'm
Hobbit,
telling you right now, Lord of the Rings, you will never find another book to film translation that's better.
yeah, no, but I'm talking about The Hobbit. The
Yeah, I'm
Hobbit
not. That's what I'm
was-
saying. The Hobbit, it was just like Hollywood. No,
Yeah,
Hollywood.
yeah.
Why did you do this, Hollywood? You flopped the whole thing, but
But the
it was
Lord
still
of the
good.
Rings, especially with the extended cut as well, because it shows you so much more of a broader perspective. The book to film translation is off the chain. The Hobbit.
You will. I'm putting this out there on video.
wow.
You will not find a better book to film translation than Lord of the Rings. You will not find it. It's impossible.
It's okay. I'm just saying this now. If you include the full universe, for me, Lord of the Rings the whole way. If it's just Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, because I've grown up with Harry Potter more than I have with Lord of the Rings.
Makes sense.
So
I'm
don't
biased.
try and backtrack. Okay, you voted Harry Potter.
Yeah,
he
but-
did.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you include the full universe.
Okay.
Yeah, Project Code, we're here for the nation. No delegation, we do this ourselves.